Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of SEV, Small Engine Velocity. I just recently got a Lifan KP Mini 150cc. I'm already a Ruckus owner, and I'll have videos about the Ruckus also, but wanted to make a video because whenever you YouTube or Google this little mini bike, there's really nothing out there. There's a video about a guy who's chasing one with a hawk, a bunch of videos that aren't in English, and then some other ones that they're just scrolling around the bike quickly, and there's really no information that they give you other than what you can find in a pamphlet. So this will be kind of a 100 or 50 mile review. I rode it to work. I also drove it back 30 miles from where I purchased it. TEXOTIC MOTORSPORTS over off of Fondren. I'll have the information in the description. Great place, nice people. So let's go ahead and get to taking a look at this bike. I'll try to get some good views and stuff like that, so that people can kind of get an idea of why is this different than a Grom, and why is this different than other mini bike or Grom clones. I don't really consider this a Grom clone. I consider it in the class of, but I mean, I'm pretty sure Groms is where it all started. So here we go. All right, here we go with the Lifan KP Mini 150, not to be confused with the Lifan KP the Lifan KP 150, which is not a mini. The first impression that I got with this bike is that it looks pretty aggressive. I like the way it looks. It has a four-wheel disc. It is a 150cc motor. It is a 5-speed instead of a 4-speed, which I've come to realize is very nice for the top end. I did like the color. There's another one that's white with some other things on it, like a bunch of other colors. It looked kind of paradey, so I kind of chose this one instead. The first thing you'll notice, well, I noticed that I want to get rid of, is this horrible fender. Now, what's funny is this fender has turn signals right here, right? Turn signals. And those turn signals are functional, but yet, if you look in here, there's turn signals. This has to do with when they were making this bike legal in the US as part of the process for making it road legal in the US. Along with these reflectors and this ducktail comes down to the back. They put it there. Now, when I talked to the dealer said that there are lights, the LEDs or everything are in here, and there is wires connected, so you can just rewire this into here after, and then get rid of these. By the way, that's part of my thought process here. Is eventually I'll make a video on how to eliminate the fender. The only problem with eliminating the fender is there's a key that opens up the seat, and when you take the seat off, you have access to the battery. So I'm thinking maybe possibly we could relocate the key up here under the body, up at the top underneath this handle, but I'm not sure if the key will have clearance to make it in there. But anyways, I digress. You'll also notice that there are rear foot pegs. You could put a passenger on here. I've tried it a couple of times with a passenger that is 178 pounds plus my 140 pound body. It seemed to perform pretty well. You can see the suspension. There's the rear wheel. Now, if you notice, a lot of the stuff on the body, this is stickers. Stickers. It's all stickers. It can all be removed, including the one on the front fender, if you can see it on there. But on the wheel, it's painted, so you're kind of stuck with red if you wanted to look at that. Another thing that I've noticed on here is that the engine, as opposed to the other Grom clones, the engine sticks up this way rather than forward. Because normally you'll see the exhaust pipe come out the bottom and then go over to the back. Let's get it close. There's your plug. There's your carburetor, starter, shifter, which is interesting, a chrome cap. I think that's your oil. I don't know. I've only had this for 2 days, so I'm not 100% sure. Here's your brake. And another thing you'll also notice is that in the back, the exhaust pipe is to the right of the bottom wheel, versus normally you'll see it up here, which I'm not sure if most people like, but I like it down there. You'll see a lot of modders in the Groms where they put them up here, and they seem to enjoy it that way. I also checked to see if I could take this chrome plate off, but there's spacers underneath here that have threads. The shifting on this bike is 1 down, 4 up, with neutral in the middle, so it's standard shifting, which is wonderful. Because I know some of the other clones, they have weird shifting where it's 1 up, 3 down. I thought that was strange. It's another internal view. Not bad at all. Here's the other foot peg. Oh, well, that was the first one. 4-wheel disc. If you look at the front, it's got a pretty aggressive Street Fighter style. Of course, I use my car key instead of my bike key because they both have the same D-clip. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. 55 miles. It does have a back speedometer. You can adjust the time, which is incorrect right now. It displays your gear. You can also get a fuel gauge, which is wonderful because my Ruckus does not have any of these things. You have a trip, and then your odometer for your bike. This is a reset button down here. It also shows you when you're in neutral on the left. There's your signals. But check this out. When you signal, there's some type of lighting across here. And the signal is in the cowling, which I thought was wonderful. Of course, you have to stick with that cowling forever, but it's wonderful to me. Cancel button in the middle for signal. You got your high beam, low beam, pass light, and then you got your horn. Oop. Yeah, my bad. Of course, I put a cell phone mount here. Over on this side, you have hazards, your kill, your start, and I've already replaced the mirrors. I had some mirrors that I had on my Ruckus that were lower. If you'll see, they're a little bit lower. They're a little bit pointy shaped. The other ones you get are way up here, and they're way up at the top, and they're really big. This has I thought it had a bigger tank, but it says that it's 1.4 gallon tank. In Texas, I filled it up, and it was like $2.60 something cents. Not so bad. I'm wondering if there's Grom parts that will fit here, like a stretch. The exhaust won't fit because of the way of the orientation of the front. What else do we got here? The seat's relatively comfortable. It's long enough, and it'll fit 2 people. I mean, it's not like you're going to go like hundreds of miles with 2 people on here, but dang. Now, when I first got this, there were stickers all over it, warning stickers. And I took this one off here, and it's a different polished surface underneath what's here. So you take the sticker off because, well, you know, Now, as far as the stickers go, here are all the stickers. There was a air filter warning, starting instructions, that pretty much telling you to obey the law, unleaded gas only, and 87 or better. A warning sticker for next sticker for storage. What is it? Do not store vehicle for long periods of time with gas in the tank. Oh yeah, no, because of the ethanol, it'll eat up your carb. Oh yeah, this bike's also carbureted. Max weight. This was for the handbar on the back, and of course it's made in China. Let's go back. I also forgot to mention that there were some yellow reflectors. Looks like to make it US legal, they had to drill and thread some holes in here to put some yellow round reflectors off to the side. I guess that's a safety thing, as well as the red in the back. Disc brakes. Anyone wants to get an inside view? I haven't figured out exactly where the air filter is. I'm assuming it's underneath this side or underneath this side. Nope. Okay, so it's underneath the other side. Yeah, there it is. Well, there's your initial view of the Lifan. Some video footage close to the actual mini bike. Now, another thing that I've noticed, I'm throwing this at the end. I was driving 40 miles per hour and it said 47, 48. So far, the bike is off on miles per hour by minus 8 miles, 7 to 8 miles per hour. So driving at home, I thought I was going 50 on the feeder or access road or frontage road, whatever you want to call it. And I was actually going 43. That could be a problem. I got my GPS mounted right now. I also sent an email to Lifan, American Lifan, to check to see if there's a way to make the adjustment on there, or if anything. Another benefit on purchasing this bike new is that it does come with a 2-year manufacturer warranty. But in order to follow that warranty, you do have to do all the maintenance and be able to prove all the maintenance, like changing the oil in the first 200-300 miles during the break-in. Now, I'm going to make plenty of videos. I'm going to make plenty of videos on how to mod this bike, what works, what doesn't, what kind of grom parts that might fit, how to do a fender delete. I also even do some 3D printing for some custom parts that might here that I could share some of the STL files with you. Anyways, go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more. There's not a lot of information on this bike. I'm going to try to do as much as I can. I'll also do the CSC 250 TT, the Enduro bike. My friend has one of those, and we're going to do some how-to videos on that, as well as my Ruckus, which has a zillion videos online. But I'm going to put that in here too because it has a small engine. Thanks for watching SEV, and I'll see you next time.